Most people only use canned olives in salads, but coat them this way and place them in the air fryer, and just a few minutes later, they become golden crunchy and completely different from what you might expect. Hi, I'm Emma. Today, we're turning an ordinary can of pitted olives into a crispy golden air fryer snack that looks impressive and tastes completely different from what most people expect. Let's start with the olives. If you've ever bought a can or jar of olives like this, you know that sometimes the lid can be surprisingly difficult to open. Instead of struggling with it, try this simple trick. Take a spoon and gently tap around the edge of the lid a few times. The slight vibration helps loosen the seal, making the lid much easier to remove. Once opened, it's time to drain away the liquid. Pour the olives into a strainer and let all the brine run off. A simple sieve makes this quick and easy. After the olives have drained completely, transfer them to a plate. Now sprinkle 1 tablespoon of flour over the olives. Gently shake the plate until every olive has a thin coating of flour. This may seem like a small step, but it helps the batter cling to the olives much better later on. Next, prepare the batter. In a separate plate, add 4 tablespoons of flour, a pinch of salt, a little black pepper, a small amount of paprika, and a sprinkle of oregano. Drizzle in a little olive oil, then add a small amount of water and mix everything. Keep stirring until you get a slightly thick batter. It shouldn't be too runny. A thicker batter will coat the olives evenly and create a better crust in the air fryer. Now pour the flour-coated olives into the bowl. Gently stir until every olive is covered with the seasoned batter. At this point, you'll probably notice that quite a bit of batter remains stuck to the olives. Here's a simple trick that makes a big difference. Take a coarse strainer and pour the battered olives into it. Watch what happens. The excess batter falls through the holes and collects in the bowl below, while the olives keep just the right amount of coating. This prevents thick clumps of batter from forming and helps create a lighter, crispier texture later. A simple but very useful kitchen trick. Once the excess batter has drained away, transfer the olives into a plate of panko breadcrumbs. Roll them gently until every olive is completely coated. The panko is what creates that beautiful crispy shell. Take your time and make sure the breadcrumbs cover every surface evenly. Now place the coated olives into the air fryer basket. Spread them out in a single layer, avoiding stacking them on top of one another. Giving each olive a little space allows the hot air to circulate freely and cook them evenly. Finish with a light spray of oil over the top. Slide the basket into the air fryer and cook at 355 degrees Fahrenheit, 180 degrees Celsius for about 7 minutes. While the olives are cooking, let's prepare a dipping sauce. Start with 1 yogurt. Add a little fresh dill. Dill and olives are a surprisingly good combination. Next, add a pinch of salt and a little black pepper. Finish with a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. Now stir everything together until smooth and creamy. That's it. In less than a minute, you have a light and a refreshing dipping sauce that cuts through the richness of the fried coating and keeps every bite feeling fresh. The pale yogurt green dill and specks of black pepper create a beautiful color combination that already looks inviting. Of course, a plate like this feels incomplete without something fresh alongside it. A simple salad is the perfect choice. The real secret of any good salad isn't the vegetables. I have a favorite dressing that works wonderfully with this combination, but if you'd like the recipe, leave a comment below and I'll be happy to share it in a future video. Now, toss everything together. Look at those colors. The bright orange carrots, green cucumber, creamy avocado, and purple red onion create a beautiful mix that's almost too pretty to eat. Transfer the salad to a serving plate and place the yogurt sauce beside it. At this point, all that's left is the olives. And right on cue, the air fryer finishes. Open the basket and take a look. Wow, the olives are beautifully golden and crisp. As you pour them onto the plate, you can actually hear the crunchy coating hitting the surface. That's always a good sign. The outside is crispy and light, while the olives inside stay juicy and flavorful. Now serve them alongside the yogurt dipping sauce and the fresh salad. The combination is fantastic. You get the crunch from the olives, the cool creaminess from the yogurt, and the freshness from the vegetables all in the same meal. And the best part, the entire dish comes together in about 15 minutes. A simple can of olives, a few pantry ingredients, and an air fryer can create something that looks impressive enough for guests and delicious enough to make again and again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who thinks olives only belong in salads. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next kitchen tip.